Welcome, dear starseeds of Earth. Today we stand on the brink of an extraordinary moment in time. Ashtar, the commander of the Ashtar Command, reaches out with a message of deep love, hope, and guidance for all of us. The world as we know it is undergoing a transformation that is both personal and cosmic, a shift that will lead us into a new age of unity, peace, and light. It is a time of awakening, a time of ascension, and a time for us to rise together into a higher state of being. As we face these profound changes, let us remind ourselves that we are not alone. We are surrounded by beings of light, guides, and guardians, all supporting us as we navigate through this powerful period of transformation. Ashtar speaks to us now to bring clarity, strength, and understanding, helping us see beyond the surface and into the truth that is unfolding. Now is the time to step forward in faith and trust, to recognize the divine spark within us, and to understand that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. The shift we are experiencing is not just the end of an old era, but the birth of a new one, and we are here together in this moment of cosmic evolution. As we stand at the crossroads of a new era, it is crucial to understand the profound awakening taking place on Earth. What we are witnessing is not just a shift in the consciousness of a few individuals, but a global awakening, an elevation of humanity as a whole into higher frequencies of awareness, love, and light. This awakening is sweeping across every corner of the planet, touching every soul, stirring the deepest parts of our being. This is not a simple change. It is a transformation that transcends time and space, shaking the very foundation of what we have known as reality. We are stepping out of the old paradigms, the outdated systems, and the illusionary structures that have kept us in a state of separation, fear, and control. What we are experiencing is the birth of a new world, one where unity, peace, and harmony will prevail. This shift is not a distant dream. It is happening now, and you, dear star seeds, are at the very heart of this transformation. The awakening we are witnessing is not merely about individual enlightenment, it is about a collective awakening of humanity as a whole. The veil of illusion is being lifted, and the truth is coming to the surface. People across the globe are beginning to question the systems of control, the narratives that have been fed to them, and the structures that have kept them in bondage for so long. This is a moment of clarity, of truth, and of understanding. It is a time when the light of consciousness is shining brighter than ever, illuminating the path to a new world. This awakening is not without challenges. As we rise into higher states of consciousness, we are confronted with the shadows of the past. We are witnessing the breakdown of old structures, the exposure of corruption, and the dismantling of oppressive systems. But this is part of the process. The light cannot be stopped. The truth cannot be hidden. As more and more people wake up to the reality of what is happening, the momentum of change becomes unstoppable. It is essential to understand that this awakening is not just happening in the physical world. It is happening on all levels of existence. On a spiritual level, we are reconnecting with our true essence, our higher selves, and the cosmic family that has always been with us. We are remembering who we truly are and why we came here. This awakening is part of the greater cosmic plan, one that involves the ascension of Earth and all her inhabitants into higher dimensions of existence. It is a return to love, to unity, and to the recognition of our divine nature. As we move forward in this process, we must remember that we are not alone. We are surrounded by beings of light, both in the physical and spiritual realms, who are supporting us every step of the way. The Ashtar Command, and countless other galactic organizations, are here to assist us in this journey, offering guidance, protection, and wisdom as we navigate through this time of transformation. The awakening is not a solitary experience. It is a collective movement. We are all in this together, and the more we connect with each other, the stronger the light becomes. This is a time to unite, to support one another, and to rise together as one global family. The more we awaken, the more we remember our true nature, and the more we step into our power. This is the beginning of a new age, one where the forces of light, love, and truth will reign supreme. As we continue to move forward on this path of transformation, it becomes ever more apparent that we are witnessing a remarkable rise of light. This rise is not just a metaphorical one, but a very real, tangible shift that is happening on Earth and within each of us. Ashtar's message is clear. The forces of light are gaining strength every single day, and their influence is spreading throughout all corners of our world. The darkness that has held sway over our planet for so long, through manipulation, fear, and control, is now being confronted by the powerful force of truth. The old paradigms are crumbling, unable to withstand the intensity of the light that is now flooding the Earth. Everywhere we look, the truth is emerging from the shadows, shining a light on the corruption and deceit that have governed so much of our existence. This light is not just a force for good, but a force of awakening, an illumination of the reality that has always been just beyond our perception. But this is not just about exposing the darkness. It is about the collective power of humanity rising into its true potential. The light within each of us is being activated, expanded, and amplified. As more and more people awaken to the truth, the collective vibration of the planet is rising. It is as if the very fabric of reality is shifting, aligning with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and unity that have always been the true essence of who we are. This rise of light is unstoppable. Ashtar reassures us that no matter how hard the forces of darkness may try to hold on, they cannot stop the inevitable. The light is too powerful. The truth is too powerful. And the more we awaken to this truth, the stronger the light becomes. What we are witnessing is not just the end of an era of darkness, but the beginning of an era of illumination. This is the dawn of a new world, a world where truth, love, and light will guide us forward. And as this new world unfolds, we are not passive observers. We are active participants in the creation of this new reality. The rise of light is not just something happening out there, it is happening within us every single day. We are the bearers of this light, the ones who are here to lead the way, to embody the truth, and to radiate love and compassion to all those around us. As we embrace this light, we also embrace our higher selves, our divine nature, and our connection to the cosmic family that has always supported us. We are not alone in this journey. The Ashtar Command, along with countless other beings of light, are here to guide and protect us as we navigate through this time of change. They are standing by our side, offering their wisdom and support, and helping us to align with the higher frequencies that are now becoming a part of our daily existence. The rise of light is an invitation, a call to action for all of us to step into our power, to shine brightly, and to share the light of truth with the world. It is a time to awaken to our divine purpose, to remember who we truly are, and to embrace the full potential of our being. This is the dawn of a new age, and we are the ones who are here to bring it into being. As the light continues to rise, so too does the unveiling of the hidden truths that have been concealed for so long. We are witnessing an era of revelation, a time when the darkness that has secretly manipulated the course of history is being exposed to the world. The corrupt leaders, the oppressive systems, and the deceitful practices that have governed our societies for centuries are now being revealed, and with each revelation comes a profound sense of liberation. It is important to understand that this exposure is not something that happens overnight, nor is it without its challenges. The forces of darkness have woven their webs of deceit over millennia, embedding themselves deep within the structures of power. But the truth, as Ashtar reminds us, is unstoppable. It is like a flame that cannot be extinguished, burning through the veils of lies and bringing everything into the light of day. This process of exposure is essential for the healing and ascension of our world. It is only through seeing the truth that we can truly begin to heal. As the old structures of control crumble, we are making way for new systems, new ways of being, and new ways of living that are based on truth, integrity, and love. The corrupt practices that once thrived in the shadows are being brought to the surface, and with this exposure comes the power of choice. We, the people, are being called to decide what kind of world we wish to live in, a world of truth or a world of continued deception. But this exposure is not just about revealing the wrongdoings of a few individuals. It is about a collective awakening to the truth of how we have all been manipulated. It is a time to recognize that many of us have been complicit in these systems of corruption, often unknowingly, through our participation in the structures that have perpetuated inequality, fear, and division. This is a time for us to reflect on how we can contribute to the creation of a more just, peaceful, and loving world. The exposure of corruption is not just a revelation of what has been done, it is also a call to action. It is a reminder that we each have the power to change the world, starting with our own lives. As we awaken to the truth, we can no longer ignore the impact of our choices, our actions, and our thoughts. We must take responsibility for the role we play in this global transformation. The forces of darkness may fight to maintain their grip on power, but they cannot hold back the tide of light that is coming. The more the truth is revealed, the more the people will rise, united in their desire for justice, peace, and freedom. As Ashtar encourages us, it is time to stand firm in our power, to embrace the truth, and to let go of the fear and division that have kept us bound for so long. The light of truth will set us free, and no force on earth can stop it. As we continue to navigate this period of profound transformation, one of the greatest challenges that we face is the pervasive influence of fear and propaganda. These forces have been used for centuries to control, manipulate, and divide humanity. Fear, in particular, has been one of the most powerful tools of the dark forces, used to create chaos, doubt, and separation among us. But now, as Ashtar points out, we are entering a time when this fear-based control is beginning to unravel. The key to overcoming these forces lies in our ability to stay centered in our truth. Ashtar urges us to resist the pull of fear and panic, to be discerning and to trust in our inner knowing. Fear is a tool that thrives on our uncertainty, on our inability to see beyond the illusion that is being presented to us. It thrives on division and chaos, but we have the power to rise above it. We are not helpless in the face of fear. Rather, we are beings of immense strength, capable of seeing through the false narratives that seek to control us. The dark forces have long used propaganda as a means to keep us in a state of confusion and fear. Through media, through false information, and through manipulation of our emotions, they have created a reality that is far removed from the truth. But the light, as Ashtar reminds us, is already exposing these illusions. We are beginning to see through the veil, and as more people awaken, the grip of fear and propaganda weakens. One of the most powerful tools we have in overcoming fear and propaganda is our own consciousness. As we raise our vibration and align ourselves with the higher frequencies of love, peace, and truth, we become immune to the lower vibrations of fear. We begin to see the world through a different lens, one that is filled with clarity, understanding, and compassion. We no longer see the world as a place of chaos and uncertainty, but as a place of opportunity, growth, and transformation. To overcome fear, we must first acknowledge it, but not allow it to control us. We must recognize that fear is a natural human emotion, but it is not our true nature. Our true nature is love, peace, and light. When we align with these higher aspects of ourselves, we naturally transcend the lower energies of fear. It is in this space of inner peace that we can truly begin to see the truth, to discern the light from the darkness, and to move forward in a way that is aligned with our highest purpose. The world may seem chaotic at times, but we have the power to remain calm and centered. We have the power to rise above the fear and the propaganda, and to stand strong in the truth. As we do this, we help to create a ripple effect that can awaken others and inspire them to break free from the chains of fear. This is the power of unity, the power of collective consciousness, and the power of the light that resides within each of us. As we journey deeper into this transformative process, we begin to realize that the forces of darkness, though they may appear powerful at times, are ultimately impotent in the face of the rising light. The dark forces have long held sway over our world, manipulating events, controlling systems, and spreading fear to maintain their grip on humanity. They have woven a vast web of deceit and illusion, creating a false reality designed to keep us distracted, divided, and disempowered. But now, as the light intensifies, it becomes increasingly clear that these forces are losing their power. As Ashtar reminds us, the light is invincible, It cannot be extinguished no matter how hard the forces of darkness may try. The illusion of control that they have so carefully constructed is crumbling. With each passing day, the truth is emerging, and as it does, the power of the dark forces diminishes. The dark forces have relied on fear, manipulation, and deceit to maintain their control, but these methods are no longer effective. As more and more people awaken to the truth, the grip of darkness weakens. The power structures that have been built on lies and corruption are beginning to collapse, unable to withstand the pressure of the rising light. It is important to understand that darkness is not an eternal force. It is simply the absence of light. Where there is light, darkness cannot survive. And as the light continues to shine brighter and brighter, the forces of darkness are revealed for what they truly are: empty, hollow, and incapable of withstanding the truth. The more we embrace the light within ourselves, the more the darkness loses its power over us. We are reclaiming our sovereignty, our power, and our divine nature. As we rise into higher frequencies, we align ourselves with the truth, with love, and with the divine order of the universe. In this alignment, we become immune to the influence of the dark forces. We no longer fall prey to their illusions or their manipulations. The darkness cannot reverse the progress we are making. It cannot turn back the tide of awakening that is sweeping across the planet. No matter how hard they fight, the forces of light are here to stay. The age of darkness is over. The age of light has arrived, and it is unstoppable. Ashtar encourages us to remain steadfast in our commitment to the light. No matter how chaotic or difficult the world may seem at times, we are part of a greater plan. We are here to be the torchbearers of truth, love, and light. The dark forces may try to create confusion and fear, but they are powerless against the rising wave of awakening that is sweeping through humanity. We are the creators of our own reality, and as we align with the light, we contribute to the collective transformation that is taking place. The darkness may try to hold on, but it is already fading. The light is emerging victorious, and we are here to witness its triumph. At this pivotal moment in history, one of the most powerful forces in the universe is awakening within each of us: the light. This is not just any light, but a radiant energy of love, wisdom, and consciousness that is embedded within our very being. It is the divine spark that connects us to the universe, to the source of all creation, and to the higher dimensions of existence. As we awaken to this inner light, we are becoming conscious co-creators of our reality. Ashtar speaks of the light in a way that reminds us of its transformative power. This light is not passive. It is dynamic, vibrant, and alive. It has the ability to heal, to uplift, to transform, and to guide us through the darkest of times. When we align ourselves with this light, we are aligning with our highest potential, with our divine purpose, and with the truth of who we truly are. The light is not something that we need to search for outside of ourselves. It resides within us, waiting to be acknowledged and activated. We are the bearers of this light, and as we shine it brightly, we illuminate the path for others to follow. This is why it is so important to cultivate a deep connection with our inner light, for it is the source of our strength and our power. The power of the light is in its ability to dissolve the darkness, to expose the truth, and to heal the wounds that have been inflicted upon us for so long. It is a force that is infinitely more powerful than the forces of fear, manipulation, and control. It is the force that is guiding us through this great awakening, leading us toward a world of peace, unity, and harmony. As we become more attuned to this light, we begin to notice its presence in all aspects of our lives. It shows up in the synchronicities, the moments of inspiration, the deep knowing that we are on the right path. It speaks to us through our intuition, our hearts, and our minds, guiding us toward the choices and actions that align with our highest good. In these times of transition, it is essential that we remember the power of the light and the role that each of us plays in the collective awakening. Every time we choose love over fear, peace over conflict, truth over deception, we are contributing to the rise of the light on this planet. The more of us who align with the light, the more powerful this wave of transformation becomes. The light is not just a concept or an idea, It is a living, breathing force that has the power to change the world. As we embody this light, we not only heal ourselves but also heal the planet. We are the light bearers, and together we are creating a new reality, a reality that is founded on love, truth, and unity. We are being called to remember who we are and to stand strong in the power of the light that is within us. No darkness can overcome it, for the light is eternal. The more we embrace it, the more we allow it to flow through us, the brighter the world will become. As Ashtar reminds us, we are the light, and through our collective awakening we will illuminate the world and bring forth a new age of peace and enlightenment. As we move through this time of profound change, one of the most important realizations we must embrace is that unity is the key to overcoming the forces that seek to divide us. For centuries, the dark forces have used division as a tool to keep humanity separated, weak, and disempowered. They have used race, religion, nationality, and ideology to create conflict and discord, to set us against one another, and to prevent us from recognizing our shared humanity. But now, as the light intensifies, the illusion of division is beginning to unravel. Ashtar reminds us that in truth we are all connected. We are all part of the same divine source, and what affects one of us affects all of us. Our differences are merely surface-level distinctions. At the core of our being, we are all beings of light, love, and consciousness. It is through the recognition of this unity that we can overcome the darkness that seeks to keep us divided. The power of unity lies in our ability to come together, to transcend our differences, and to work toward a common goal of peace, love, and transformation. The more we unite in our intention to create a better world, the stronger our collective energy becomes. This is the power of the awakened collective, the power of humanity in alignment with the divine. Together, we are a force that cannot be stopped. In times of great change, division often arises as a way to distract us from the greater purpose. We are seeing this play out on a global scale, with the media, governments, and other power structures attempting to sow seeds of division and conflict. They want us to focus on our differences, to fight amongst ourselves, to be distracted by the chaos they create. But we must remember that this is just another illusion, a tactic used by the dark forces to keep us from realizing our true potential. We must learn to look beyond the surface-level differences and to focus on what unites us. The truth is, we all desire the same things: peace, love, freedom, and a world where we can live in harmony with one another and the planet. Our shared humanity is a powerful force, and when we come together in love and unity, we can overcome any obstacle. It is essential to understand that our unity is not just about coming together physically. It is about coming together in consciousness, in intention, and in heart. The power of the collective consciousness is far greater than the power of any individual. When we align ourselves with the light and the truth, we align ourselves with the collective will of humanity, and this is where true power lies. In the face of division, we must stand firm in the truth of our interconnectedness. The more we come together in love, the more we will transcend the illusion of separation. Together we can create a world where division no longer exists, where unity, peace, and love reign supreme. The forces that seek to divide us are powerless against the power of unity. As we unite, we become unstoppable. As we stand at the precipice of this great transformation, one of the most profound aspects of our journey is learning to embrace the unknown. For many of us, the unknown can feel unsettling, even frightening. It is human nature to seek comfort in what is familiar, to cling to the past and to try to control the future. But in these times of awakening, we are being called to step beyond the boundaries of the known and to trust in the divine guidance that is leading us into a new era. Ashtar reminds us that the unknown is not something to fear. In fact, it is where the greatest opportunities for growth and expansion lie. The unknown represents the vastness of the universe, the infinite possibilities that are available to us when we step out of the limitations of our current reality. It is in the unknown that we discover our true potential, our true power, and our divine purpose. Embracing the unknown requires courage and faith. It means letting go of the need to control every outcome, to have all the answers, and to understand everything before we take a step forward. It is about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that we are being guided toward exactly what we need. This is not a passive act. It is an active choice to trust the process of our evolution and to move forward with an open heart and an open mind. The unknown is not a void or an empty space. It is full of infinite possibilities. It is a realm where magic happens, where synchronicities align, and where our deepest desires begin to manifest. The more we embrace the unknown, the more we open ourselves to the wonders of the universe. The unknown is where miracles are born, and it is where we discover the vastness of who we truly are. As we move forward into the unknown, we must remember that we are not alone. We are supported by the higher realms, by the divine, and by our star family. They are with us every step of the way, guiding us, protecting us, and helping us to navigate the unknown with grace and confidence. We are being held in the loving embrace of the universe, and we can trust that we are exactly where we need to be. The journey into the unknown is not without its challenges. There will be moments of doubt, moments of fear, and moments of uncertainty. But these are simply opportunities for us to strengthen our faith and to deepen our trust in the divine plan. Each step we take into the unknown is a step closer to our highest truth, to our ultimate purpose, and to the fulfillment of our soul's mission. Embracing the unknown means letting go of the need to control the outcome and allowing life to unfold in its own perfect way. It is about surrendering to the wisdom of the universe and trusting that everything is happening for our highest good. The unknown is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced, for it holds the key to our greatest transformation. As we embrace the unknown, we step into a new reality, one that is full of limitless potential, infinite love, and divine possibility. The unknown is not a place of darkness, but a realm of light, where the magic of the universe unfolds before us. The more we trust in this journey, the more we allow ourselves to be guided by the divine, the more miraculous our lives become. As we approach the culmination of this transformative journey, it is essential to acknowledge and honor the presence of our star family, the beings from distant galaxies and higher dimensions who have been guiding us throughout this process. These star beings have been with us from the very beginning of our awakening, offering us wisdom, love, and support as we move through this time of change. To the star beings, we send our deepest gratitude. Your presence has been a source of comfort, encouragement, and strength. You have stood by us through every challenge, lifting our spirits when we felt lost, reminding us of the greatness within us when we doubted our purpose. You have shown us that we are never truly alone, that we are part of a vast and interconnected cosmic family, and that we are deeply loved. Ashtar, representing the Ashtar Command, speaks on behalf of the many star races who are watching over us with love and compassion. They see our struggles, they witness our triumphs, and they are in awe of the incredible resilience and strength of humanity. To the star beings, we are more than just a species on a distant planet. We are beloved brothers and sisters, sharing in the same cosmic journey of awakening and ascension. We are entering an era where the connection between humanity and the star beings will become stronger than ever. As the veil between our worlds continues to lift, we will begin to experience direct contact, communication, and collaboration with our star family. The time of separation is ending, and the time of unity and collaboration is beginning. To our star family, we ask for your continued guidance as we navigate this new era. Your wisdom is invaluable, and your love is a beacon of light that guides us through the darkness. We are ready to step fully into our role as cosmic beings, as stewards of this beautiful planet, and as conscious creators of the new reality that is unfolding. We honor the gift of your presence in our lives and express our deepest gratitude for the guidance you have provided. You are the architects of a new world, and together, we will co-create a future filled with peace, harmony, and divine love. The time has come for humanity to align fully with the stars and to recognize that we are part of a much greater cosmic plan. As we continue on this journey of awakening and ascension, we will stand together, humanity and our star family, as one. With your wisdom, love, and support, we will overcome the final challenges that remain and step into the light of a new age. Together we will ascend, together we will thrive, and together we will create a future that reflects the highest ideals of the universe. Thank you, beloved star beings, for your unwavering presence and your eternal love. The time of awakening is here, and we are ready to rise with you.